Call this meeting to order. It says Tuesday, January the 31st, the meeting of the Board of Trustees for the School District of Mystery Lake. In view of the events that took place in Quebec City on Sunday evening, I'm going to have a minute of silence tonight to commemorate the victims and to show our support. So I'd like everyone to stand for a minute of silence. Okay, please be seated. Okay. Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:03. I'd like to get a motion for approval of the agenda. Are there any additions to the agenda that has been circulated? No. Okay, seeing none, I'll get a motion to approve the agenda. Anybody? Trustee Oliveira, seconder, Trustee Lychuk, all in favor? Okay, the motion is carried. Adoption of the minutes from the previous meeting. Are there any errors or omissions from the minutes of our meeting which took place on January the 17th, 2017? Any errors or omissions? Okay. I'd like to get a motion to, Sandra? Okay. I can't hear you very well. Is there an error in there?
Yeah, there's one item where it says that I was the mover, but I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.2.
11 point.
Seconded it, but I didn't. I don't remember who did, but.
Okay, so 11.2, we'll have to make an amendment to that. Okay.
11.2.
Okay, so we will adjust that. Any other errors or omissions in the minutes? Okay, we'll get a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
Who was the seconder?
We don't know.
I mean, not that it matters, it's not, it's just to talk about.
Does anybody remember?
The NSBA topic to policy, but I just know that I hadn't seconded it. I made a comment in regards to it, but I recall that I hadn't been the mover or seconded.
Do you have some notes, Kelly, you said?
I don't have them with me.
Okay, but you do have them, eh? Okay, so we can fix that up then. Okay, we'll make a motion to approve the minutes as amended. Somebody? Trustee Land, somebody else, seconder? Trustee McDonald, all in favor? Okay, motion is carried. Okay, the minutes from the Committee of the Whole are also included in your package. Minutes from the Committee of the Whole meeting was held on January the 17th. Are there any errors or omissions in those minutes? Nope, seeing none. Anybody want to make a motion to pass the minutes from Trustee Land, seconder? Trustee Lychuk, all in favor? Okay, opposed if any, the motion is carried. Delegations. Do we have a delegation this evening, Ms. Einerson, principal of Burntwood Elementary?
We do. Okay. All right. Come up with me. I have my helpers here. I'm Wanda Anderson, the principal. Jamie Furnell is my vice principal, and I have two members of our student council who are very busy are going to do the presentation for you tonight. So I'll let them introduce themselves.
I am Jacob, and I'm from Burntwood.
Hi, I'm Madison, and yeah.
Before we start, we're going to talk a little bit of the sensory room. That's where they're going to do the presentation. It'll be really quick. We started this year with the sensory room. We felt that we had the need to develop a room that we could accommodate for those students that really needed that extra space. Do you want to say anything about it?
Sure, yeah, it was just a space that was designed for kids who needed a break from the structure of a regular classroom, or just a place to go where it was just a little bit quieter, and some of that energy could maybe be released in different forms, so.
So if you think traffic jam in your head, for some students coming into the school is just like too much for them, they need a place to unwind, and so our sensory room is just in the works. So we're really proud of it. We want to share it with you. So if you want to get up and follow us. They can close it off. You can still peek in. There's balls in there that they can play with, or sometimes they just need to be alone. Some of them like covering up with blankets. So we have blankets over there. This is our cheap way to make a sensory table. We do popcorn. The kids love it. We bought a couple of where Mr. Land is right there, and they were really expensive, and Miss Brunel had this great idea to make our own. Way to go. Yeah, and the corner is little sensory boards. Swings, I don't know if they can, 300 pounds, I think they can. Kids love it.
Like
So,
tunnel, some different sort of sensory balls. We'd like to still get some music in here. So, and some sensory rooms have treadmills or like an exercise bike. So if anyone has one at home that they don't want or don't use maybe anymore, we're open for donations too.
It's just weird and she looked at me.
No.
Let's go back to playing.
Yeah. And there's some Lego kicking around.
we're getting a Lego table built. So, yeah. So if everyone wants to just take a seat somewhere, you can pull those chairs out. Madison and Jacob have a little presentation. I want to take a picture of you quick.
Not with the camera.
No, but I got Miss Brunel, can I get you? I'm going to shut it. Okay, I asked them to do a presentation about Burntwood School, so kudos to them.
So this is our presentation about Burntwood School.
And this is our school mascot. We raised $5,000, and his name is Buffy the Bobcat.
This is the ICT 21st Century Learner, and the first picture on the left is a class Skyping an author and talking to them, and the middle picture is a kid playing with one of the apps on the iPad, and the last picture is a kid doing coding, and electronics are important because since they started, they're just going to get better, so it's better to join now and to know all about them in the future.
This is junior high, Minute to Win It. It's good to build communication skills and community skills, and school is not all about work. It's about having fun in the classroom. So this is just one of the examples of having fun in the classroom.
And this is the Movember. We like to participate in different fundraisers. So we did the Movember this year, and we raised $360 this year.
This is another building community thing we did. Junior high pumpkin carving. Teachers also like to merge learning and holidays together, and it's just a fun way to learn in school.
And this was the Halloween fun fair we did last year, and this year we're hosting the fun fair in February.
This is Roots of Empathy, and what Roots of Empathy is about, it's about teaching children in younger grades about empathy by using 3 toddlers or infants to teach them.
And this is about the fire escape plan contest, and someone from our school won fire chief of the day, and actually today they got to be fire chief of the day.
This is student council. We meet every Wednesday at lunch and we plan activities and we plan activities community, globally, and national. Yeah.
And this was We Day. We got invited to We Day, the student council group did, and we are now a We School, and we're working towards next year's We Day.
This is Play to Way. This is just another way. This is one of the ways to build social skills and just to have fun too. Yeah.
This is our breakfast program. We just started it, and we do it every Monday mornings from 8 to 8:30, and we're hoping to expand the days to have the breakfast program.
This is sports, and Burnwood is a big part of lots of the sports. We participate in volleyball and basketball and more other sports, and yeah.
This is the lunch program. It's been running for 2 years. This is the second year, and it houses 60 kids.
These are just some of the other extracurricular stuff and clubs that Burntwood does, and there's one on every single day. And this is Knights of Columbus, and this year we are participating in Knights of Columbus, but they're doing it a little bit different. It's the way it works is we go to school at 8:15 Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and we work on 3 different skills. We work on endurance, agility, and strength. And I've been other years in Knights of Columbus, and I think this year's going to be the best year we're going to do.
You gonna beat Westwood?
Yeah.
That was our first year, and we had 62, that was our first day today, and we had 62 kids come here at 8 o'clock to row.
Stand
Yes, it was nice.
We do our phys ed, chocolate milk sales, and white milk sales, and kids can buy chocolate milk for $1.25 every morning, and it's just another one of our fundraisers. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, business from previous board meetings, item number 5, doesn't look like there's anything on there. Item number 6, Superintendent of Human Resources and Policy, Ms. Bartlett.
Did you guys get my written report? Okay. Yeah, there was a few positions that were awarded, both on the steelworkers union side as well as the teaching side. I was in attendance at a number of community and district-based events. For the 25th of January to the 27th, I was in Sudbury and North Bay recruiting teachers. There were approximately 45 students who showed up at Laurentian, which is this university in Sudbury, and over 100 at Nipissing University. My presentation highlighted what the school district of Mystery Lake and the city of Thompson has to offer. And I also had the opportunity to attend the career job fair, which is a setup rather than just do presentations. The feedback I received from both universities was extremely positive. My prediction is that the education students from these 2 universities are extremely interested in the possibility of working for the school district of Mystery Lake, as they've had the opportunity to learn more about our community and our school. So there is, I believe, a few interviews set up next week for some specific specialty positions that are difficult to hire. I wasn't alone this year from Manitoba. There were a couple other school districts in Sudbury as well. The recruitment for French immersion teachers is growing increasingly difficult, so Yeah, they were there with the French immersion teacher recruitment, so it was great. I love that part. I love promoting the community in the school district. Yeah, I could sell lots. I could sell anything, I think. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love it.
Any questions in this part, anybody? Okay, thank you. Moving on to item number 7, Superintendent of Education Services and
that I attended from January 18th included the Thompson Aboriginal Accord meeting at City Hall. We hosted our transition meeting, which is with our grade 8 and 9 teachers and administrators, and also I attended a French immersion meeting within our district. So I'm attending a provincial French immersion profile meeting in Winnipeg next Tuesday. And as a district, we looked at our programming and our resources. And we have a French immersion student population of over 300 students, which surprises people. We have a very strong and healthy French immersion program. And we're always looking at ways to do things better. So we've looked at, first of all, our strengths. We have strong French immersion teachers, suitable resources, and healthy student numbers. Some of our concerns coming out of the provincial evaluation include teacher recruitment and retention, and that is something that is happening across the country. I spoke to a superintendent just outside of Toronto, and she's having a hard time staffing French immersion programs. So luckily for us, we have a lot of community members who have gone through our French immersion program, and luckily we've had a number come back. So that's a good thing. For us in the districts, it's about students appreciating the richness and culture of the language, which we need to make sure is reflected in our schools. So those are some of the conversations we'll be having. The last thing, the district newsletter, issue 9, is now available online. We had some hiccups, so it's not available in paper copy tonight, except for I made sure that the trustees each had one. But I would suggest that you go online and have a look. There's a lot of really good information, and this is our 9th issue. So we've been really consistent at having our district newsletters in January, June, and then always our community report in October. So if you want to know what's going on, all the important dates, they're all here. And I'm hoping that we will have paper copies available at the end of the week. Tomorrow. Oh, by tomorrow. So the end of the week, just in case. Yeah, and just a reminder that there is a district PD on February 8th, so there'll be no school for students. That's my report.
Okay, any questions, anybody? Okay, thank you, Ms. Henderson. Moving on to item number 8, Secretary Treasurer, Ms. Knott.
Excuse me, I have nothing formal at this time tonight. I did receive an email late today advising that funding information will be distributed to us tomorrow after the provincial news release. We've been waiting anxiously all week for the funding announcement, so fingers crossed for tomorrow. That's all I have.
Moving right along, item number 9, new business. I don't think there's anything there. Correspondence. I did have a letter, where did I put it? From here at Burntwood regarding 7th. Okay, March 7th is the science fair at Burntwood here, so they're looking for judges. So if anybody's interested, please let Ms. Einerson know that you're interested in doing that. And the other schools will start sending out their letters shortly, because most of the science fairs end of February, early March. So we would be hearing about some more science fairs, so, okay.
Here, yeah.
Because it was in the fall.
Yep.
Okay. So Flin Flon's hosting the regionals. Okay, so that's it for correspondence. That's the only correspondence I've received lately. Moving on to committee reports, starting with Policy Committee. Ms. Lychuk?
Yeah, we have nothing new to report. We have a meeting Thursday night, so we'll have more to report at the next board meeting.
Okay, thank you. Education and Programming, Trustee Land?
We did meet, not today, a few hours ago.
Awesome.
So talked about a number of things. Really the main subject headings would have been the high school apprenticeship program got an update on some of the good work that's being done there. And the youth behavior survey is now out. We have the results. Those are with AHEC, the Adolescent Health Education Committee. And I think they'll go back to schools as well. Schools will do some work with the data, and then it'll come back to the committee as well, right? Is sort of the what happens next.
Yeah.
Also, some updates on our family outreach coordinator. This is part of a pilot project, so we've seen some good results there, and we're hoping that we continue to receive funding, that we can keep that program sustained. And then we looked at grade 7 data generally and had a conversation about building our own dashboard around data, and some absolutely marvelous work happening there in terms of what that might look like for us. And that really about covers it. Anything that Lori or Dawn had to add?
Okay.
Trustee McDonald.
Trustee McDonald, any comments on that?
No? Okay. That's
Okay.
it. And our next meeting will be, I think it's around about the 28th, is it, of February? February 28th. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for the chairperson of Education and Programming Committee? Okay, thank you for your report. Moving on to Public Relations. Trustee Fitzpatrick? Okay. Item 11.4, Finance, Property, Personnel. Trustee McDonald?
Next meeting is scheduled for February 9th. Previous meeting, we'd said it was the 14th. We've had to reschedule it.
Okay. Appointment of auditors. Okay. 11.4.1, appointment of auditors. In accordance with Section 41(8) of the Public Schools Act, school board shall appoint an auditor who shall carry out the duties of an auditor under the Act. Recommendation that the board appoint Kendall Pandya as the district auditors for 2016, 2017. Anybody want to make that recommendation? Trustee Oliveira, seconder. Trustee Lychuk, all in favor of that motion? Opposed, if any? The motion is carried. Thank you. Okay, look at that, 7:25. Awesome.
With a field trip.
Yeah, exactly, that is fast. Okay, trustee comments. We'll start with trustee Fitzpatrick and work our way around the room. Okay, trustee Land?
Nor do I.
Okay,
I attended the community meeting on fentanyl.
oh, okay, yeah, January 19th, yeah.
Yeah, and it was extremely good, I thought.
Yeah.
Very informative, learned a lot of things.
Each person's soul the same rhythm as a cowbell.
Hugely, yeah, hugely. Okay, good, I'm glad that, I heard it was very well, the attendance was quite
No,
good.
I mean, whoever organized it did a really good job. And presenters from AFM were very knowledgeable, very good.
Okay. Dr. Poulin was there. Dr. Sherry something.
Something, yeah.
Constable Butler from the RCMP, he was there. Patty Baird Miller was there. Quite a few, quite a,
Apparently the presentation that we were given is available in a somewhat reduced form online
okay.
and apparently suitable for schools.
All righty, thank you. Trustee Lychuk.
Just to thank Burntwood for hosting and the students for the presentation. It was very informative. Thank you.
Okay. Trustee Oliveira? Okay. I attended the Family Literacy Day on Saturday, January the 21st, and got my picture in the paper. That's 2 years in a row. So I've given Ian Graham a bit of grief here, and I said, Wanda was there too. She was standing right beside me. You could have took her picture. So anyways, so that's always a fun. The kids really enjoy that, and they run around. They get free books. They do arts and crafts, and it's a really fun day. So I really enjoy going there. Just a reminder to trustees, it's I Love to Read Month as of tomorrow. So phone up your favorite local principal and say, I'm here. I'm going to come and read. It's just hard to squeeze all 6 in a month. I've tried, and I usually get to 3 or 4 in a month. So just a reminder to do that. And also the science fairs are coming up, and even if we all kind of just did a little bit, I think it goes a long way to. And a reminder to those who are going to the MSBA to make sure you give Cheryl your travel arrangements so that she can make those arrangements to get our little bit cheaper from Calm Air flights. Not that they're cheap, but they give us a bit of a discount if we give them a bit of notice, so. Okay, questions from the public and about any items pertaining to the agenda? Anybody out there have anything they want to ask? Kathy? Yeah, please. We should probably have those rooms in all of our schools, yeah. Okay. All righty. I don't think we have any in-camera items. Do we have any in-camera items? Okay, so we'll get a motion to go into camera in 10 minutes' time. Okay, motion to do that? Trustee Fitzpatrick, seconder. Trustee Land, all in favor? Okay. All righty. Thank you for coming.
Good night.
Good night.